no money. Quick. Car. Car. Slowly. Nice and slow. You nearly killed me. Easy. Easy.
Hey, you nearly ran into me.
Nice and slow.
Oh. Hey, your horse nearly trampled me.
Whoa, whoa.
Excuse me.
Christ, what a day.
Aye, true enough. I need to pay the tithe and give something to the church for my father's requiem mass.
Isn't it a bit early for that? It's ages till St. Francis's Day, and they don't collect fines before then.
You're right, but I promised myself I wouldn't leave it till the last moment this year. So, have you got any ideas?
town. And that goes for Councilman Nuz as well.
Pfui, wasch dich. Du siehst schrecklich aus. Bis bald, Heinrich. Excuse me?
Aye, and he still does. But at least I have time to play dice. You feel like rolling a few?
My,
Easy.
Beautiful
Good
horse.
horse.
what was it I wanted?
Almighty.
Quick. Whoa.
Al,
I'm back. What about that procession of ours, friends?
What do you think? You left us in the lurch, so now leave me alone.
I'm sorry. I got held up.
It doesn't matter now. Come in the morning and watch the shooting competition. Foreman Vlack invited you. You shouldn't disappoint him. Stop that whistling. What the?
Quick. Gah! Quick! Whoa! Whoa!
He's running! He's got my die! Catch it!
Damn, you're fast.
You stole that man's die. Hand it over.
That's no ordinary die, mate. That's a mother of pearl die. A real rarity. I've been looking for it a long time and I'm not about to just give it up.
What's special about that die?
Some say it's magical, that it'll bring its bearer untold wealth. But I don't believe in that shit. It's just made of mother of pearl, and it's worth a fine purse of groschen.
What if that die's actually cursed?
Cursed? Why cursed?
Well, you stole it off that man. You barely had it a moment and I caught you. That's some bad luck.
Just chance.
Really? How many times have you been caught up till now?
Well, never.
Well, you want to keep pushing your luck? Best hand it over and I'll make sure it gets back where it belongs.
Here's the die. Now let me go.
Wait now. Hang on a mo. I don't know what came over me. That happens to me sometimes. I just see red and I have to swing at something. My parents were slain by marauders right before my eyes, and when it comes back to me, I just get in a foul temper.
Couldn't you find somewhere else to lose your temper? I won't report you, but you'd better go somewhere and cool down.
A jug of wine, thanks.
Grüß Gott.
Good to see you.
Hail Mary.
Hey, innkeeper, is that beer?
Greetings.
I've got your die.
Oh, my little mother of pearl. I thought I'd never see it again. Will you give it back to me?
I'll return it. Here you go.
Thanks. I'm really proud of it.
What's so special about it?
Nothing. I just hear some.
I'd like to play dice. Care for a roll or two?
What game would you like to play?
What a load of shit.
Emperors, and nothing else.
Let's play.
Are we going to have gruel again tonight?
I, of course. God, why?
Innkeeper, have you got anything to eat?
God bless you. What's wrong, doggy? Lots of people.
Maybe you're not playing for the first time, but you can't beat me.
One beer after another.
Here you go, just like you wanted. Whatever.
God be with you.
Maybe some more salt?
My
God!
threw a 5
I'm
that one
done.
time, then another 5 and a 1. I threw 3 2s, but I took a 1 and threw again.
My God,
But then he
what
got 2 1s and
now?
a 6.
I'll be right back. How are your knees? Feeling better?
Oh, yes. That ointment of yours is a gift from heaven. Now they only ache when there's a storm coming.
That's handy, isn't it? At least you know when to round up the cattle and gather in the hay.
Aye. When I'm old and infirm, folks will come to me for the weather
Greetings.
forecast.
I heard about this fella who always got heartburn just before it snowed. You could team up.
All we need is a bloke.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
We'll be
God be with you.
three wise men.
3 cripples, more like.
Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything. Well, you're not afraid of anything.
Are you going to do what we talked about?
Aye, aye.
Now I can die in peace. I've truly seen everything. It's yours. Maybe you should have
You might
saved
even
it.
win with that. If
Finished.
this doesn't start to get interesting,
Your turn.
I'm going to go somewhere else.
The Lord be with you.
Even a fool gets lucky sometimes. Alright, that'll do. My God, what's taking so long? Oh, aye. We didn't have such dice when I was young. We shaped them out of clay and played with them. And they were rounded and didn't have any numbers on them. You have to have a bit of sense and count the dice. To success!
Good to see you, friend.
Lobter Jesus.
All right.
No
I've seen
great
people
loss.
play better,
It wasn't
but
that good
never
anyway.
worse.
Alright, that'll do.
Aye. One bear after another, as usual.
Maybe I'd prefer a short game to a long one like this. I hope you don't throw like that again.
Greetings.
God be with you.
My God! I'm done. My legs are... My God, is it still not over? Who's winning? I
Damn
forgot
it!
already.
That can't be possible!
Why did I even wager it?
Ma made it better.
look at your wares.
Thank you, and come again, sir.
Stop that whistling.
Go! Go! Quick! Quick! Easy. Nice and slow.
Get the swill from Ow! Kurwa!
Why can't you gather round and I have to warn you about the greatest evil and danger on God's earth. Men's fools
Good day to you. Shame on him.
Well, well, the Flash is here.
Flash?
That's right. I've never seen anyone admitted to the guild that fast.
You seem bothered by it. Look here. Maybe the old fellows could simply see I'm a good smith.
Doesn't bother me. I'm more interested in how you handle a sword. Can you only forge them, or can you wield them too?
I won't boast, but I'm pretty good with a blade.
So you'll like what I'm about to tell you now. Me and the lads go outside town for friendly sword fighting bouts. If you do well, you can earn some groschen and make a name for yourself in the guild. So, Flash, are you in, or are you shitting your brays?
Right then. Show me what you've got.
So, ready to go?
Ready? This flash burned your arse.
Aye, aye. You were good. I'll tell the others there's a sharp new challenger here. I'm sure they'll be keen to spar with you too. Here's something for your trouble. I'll go lick my wounds.
I hope someone pays for a requiem mass. I'm sorry.
So, I went to see my brother. To talk
Oh,
about
could
inheritance.
something
starting
so
to
terrible
stink.
happen?
Father's still alive, isn't he?
Aye, but he drools all over.
Henry, come here.
man?
Well, Vlach, I can see there's plenty of interest in the competition. When does the shooting start?
I'm getting too old for this, kidder. I can do without all the hubble shoe, you know. Them yummy yakkers today, they've got no sense. Fuck it.
Hold on. What happened?
They ran out of beer. So the guild cut the evening meeting short, and old Linhart went home early. He stumbled upon Tess and Anton, and our blockhead takes off running and hurts his arm.
What? He got hurt? And what about the competition? How will he wind up his crossbow?
Well, that's just the thing. So our kid of Bukovets will have to shoot with bugger all chance of winning.
He doesn't know how to shoot.
Nowhere near like Caspar, nor you.
But I'm not a yakker.
Who fucking cares? We'll vouch for you. Henry will give you half of the winnings on top if you gan there in Anton's place. All right. You'll get twice as much. You shoot better than all of us together anyways. So what you say?
Fine. I'll do it.
Ah, thanks, kidder. The tourney's about to start, so away, man. Time's wasting.
Let's get to it. I'll show them how to shoot.
Godspeed, sonny.
What kind of snipper-snapper are you, eh? You don't look like a yakker.
I came to compete. I'm shooting for the striped Tonys.
Aye, you're that new fella from Vlach. He already told me Anton is out. So, snipper-snapper, I hope you don't embarrass them. Good luck. You know the rules.
Better explain it all to me.
Naturally, as is your right. The miner's popinjay is shot with a light crossbow, and the aim is to shoot down more straw birds than your opponents do. Whoever hits the bird first gets the hit, so you have to be fast and accurate. Your opponents will be Jörg Preng of All Saints and Henslin Ebner, the best shooter in Kuttenberg. Do you need to ken anything else?
I know everything I need. Let's go and shoot.
That's right. Everything is ready. Bets made and folk getting impatient. So what are we waiting for? Let the miners' tournament begin. Archers, take up your positions. And loose!
Y'all read, kidder.
Well, Vlad, hold on.
They ran out. He
What?
Well,
He doesn't know.
No,
But I'm not.
our.
Fine. Let's go.
What kind of snippers?
I came to.
So,
Don't worry.
do you need to...
I know everything I need.
That's right. Archers, get set. Now! a better shot than me. Here's your prize.
Thank you.
Great God in heaven. I'll be damned. Such luck.
What luck? Years of toil and sacrifice. That's how you shoot.
My hat's off to you, lad. You really gave them hell. They're still in shock that the striped Tony's won again.
It was nothing, really. A good laugh.
Look, kidder, I can't just leave it at that. Here's a few groschen from us.
Coin always comes in handy. Fine. Thanks, and Godspeed.
Blessings upon you, Henry. Godspeed.
Greetings.
Same to you.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
Aye, true enough.
If you're good with a bow, I'd like to learn.
And give something to the church.
All
for my
right then,
father's
but it'll take a while.
Isn't it a bit?
Easy, good horse.
We're open! Fresh goods!
Slowly. Nice and slow. Whoa, whoa.
I apologize. Just the tools of their trade. These days, we need to rely on ourselves. The laws won't protect us.
That sort of talk is dangerous.
So, will you finally speak with me about that broken clock of yours?
You made a name for yourself in the town now, so why not? I doubt the councillors would object. Even that meddler Vorsucher will not be able to say a word. Besides, the clock is so broken it could not be any worse. Worth a try, no? So tell me, how do you plan to fix it?
I've got some plans from Master Skoda, who tried to repair it years ago. Supposedly he got quite far.
That is definitely a good start. In any case, I reckon you ought to hear the whole sorry tale first. It might make you wiser. I was barely more than a lad back then, but my father was on the council, so I got a pretty close look through him. One day the mechanism just suddenly stopped, and it has stood still ever since, nearly 30 years now. But I still remember your guild rather boldly telling my father and the other counselors that there was no need to call in anyone from abroad. They said we would save coin if our own people handled the repairs, but it went as it usually does.
And how is that?
Instead of pulling together, every one of those masters tried to snatch the reward for himself. Master Skoda, Irving Klemmer, Hollander, each one worked on the repairs in his own little corner. No wonder the counselors lost patience and finally sent for the Italians from Padua. Though that did not end well either.
How did it end?
I only know what my father told me. They demanded all the plans and acted like they were the finest masters around. Yes, yes, we'll do it. No trouble at all. They also asked for a fat advance. 2 weeks later, they were boozing through every tavern in the city and lazing about in the bath by day. When the bailiff reminded them they ought to get started on the repair, they almost took offense. But they did get to work. What happened next? Well, Father never liked to talk about it. That much I can tell you. The counselor said the next day they found the clock half looted, the remaining parts strewn about, and the Italians gone, along with the plans. All but one, the youngest of them, a nobleman named Fabrizio de Dondi, had stayed behind with the Burkhar's daughter. His companions most likely forgot him in the rush.
And what happened to him?
Dondi said, or so I heard, told the counselors he knew nothing. He claimed he was only an apprentice. Of course, they locked him up. Some wanted to send a letter to Padua right away demanding ransom. But it soon turned out Fabrizio, young as he was, could be very useful to the town. So they let him go.
How useful?
Kuttenberg is a mining town. The counselors are mine officials first and foremost. Not long after they locked him up, they sent Dondi to work in the mines. He spent so long studying the mining machines that he figured out how to improve them. He significantly boosted the miners' output, and they realized you could not just trade away someone that clever like a sack of charcoal. So Fabrizio was granted the freedom on condition that he stay in the town. And so he's still here to this day, and by the look of it, doing quite well. He is a bit of an odd one. But I'm afraid if you are serious about repairing the clock, sooner or later you will have to speak with him. The Italians vanished with the plans, so Fabrizio is probably the only one who ever saw the clock in its original state.
Where can I find Fabrizio?
He lives on the upper floor of the second house on Vintner Street, next to the tailor, though I'm not sure he will speak to you. If you are passing by, try dropping in and see if you can win him over somehow.
So there really aren't any other plans?
No, they took all of them. And they disappeared with them too. I cannot tell, but feel there was something shady about it. Try asking Fabrizio. He does not share much with me.
What about the other repairmen from the guild? You mentioned some names.
Klemmer and Hollander? They will not help you anymore. Both are dead, and their families have long since moved far away.
So, I'll get back to the repairs.
I'm thankful you're trying, Master. I really am. But there is one last thing you need to know. I am not sure that even if you succeed with the repair, we will be able to offer you any reward. The town is exhausted by war. The coffers are empty. You understand.
Surely some sort of reward could be found. There'll be a lot of work. I'll have to talk to a lot of people, go through the details, and it'll cost me something too.
Well, if I am genuinely satisfied with how you handle it all, maybe I will find a little something for you.
I'll do my best. Thank you, Bailiff. Easy. Nice and slow.
Are you blind? You almost ran into me.
Easy. Good horse. Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Be
Who
careful.
goes there?
It isn't safe around here.
To break in here, aren't you?
Don't you worry.
My God, these furry mutts.
Fabrizio Dondi?
Fabrizio de Dondi. Sono un nobile. I am of noble birth.
I beg your pardon?
Who are you?
Forgive the intrusion. I'm Henry, a master of the Kuttenberg Blacksmiths Guild.
And you dress the part, too. Bravo! What is it you need from me?
Bailiff Plumel sent me. I want to try and repair the town clock. And you're the last one who saw it in its original state.
Unfortunately, the bailiff is right about that. Madonna, that was the worst day of my life. Look, I do not like to think back on that time. Honestly, I would rather leave it buried in the past. What even makes you think you can fix the clock and convince the bailiff to trust you?
been looking into my father's past. He died recently.
I am sorry to hear that. But what has that got to do with the clock?
He tried to repair it. And now I'm trying to finish his work.
And what do you need me for?
Because you're the only person in Kuttenberg who saw what the clock looked like back then. The one they were trying to repair based on those plans. And you've made a new life for yourself in this town. A comfortable life. So, maybe you owe it a little something.
You may be right. And I suppose you have plenty more questions. Go on, ask.
Tell me more about that so-called Italian scam. Was it all planned from the start?
Italian scam? Is that what they call it nowadays? In any case, you are asking the wrong man. I honestly believe we were here to repair the clock. Everyone acted like they meant it. The group included seasoned craftsmen, astrologers, master mechanics. Truth be told, I was only there because of my family name. My grandfather, Jacopo, and father Giovanni were great scholars. Physicians, astrologers, and engineers. They followed the works of Campanus of Novara and crafted magnificent orologia. The Padua clock is one of theirs. It only dawned on me after those fraudsters left me here that I was just bait for the townsfolk. They were after the plans, though perhaps revenge was part of it too. Revenge against my family.
What do you mean? They wanted revenge?
My family was successful, and success breeds resentment. The Padua expedition was led by Camillo Valla, one of my father's former students. He must have realized the Kuttenberg clock was structurally unique. So he took the plans.
And destroyed the mechanism, too. So he could pass the plans off as his own work.
Sadly, yes. But I have no news he ever earned any real fame with them. And they left me here, in the foreign land, with a sullied, famous name. They ruined my life. It must have broken my father's heart. I was not even allowed to attend his funeral while I was being held here. Surely you understand. It shattered me forever.
The bailiff said you were given all the clock plans back then. Where did they end up?
In Padua, most likely. Look, I had no idea what they were up to. I was the youngest. They did not trust me with anything. You've probably heard how those swindlers ruined me. Cazzo! Luckily, the Lord gave me a decent memory. It is all up here, in my head. Down to the last cog.
Would you be able to share those plans with me? Maybe recreate them from memory?
Perché? It would be pointless work.
They'd help me with the repairs.
They would not. Sadly, after the sabotage by my unruly countrymen, fixing the clock will take more than old plans.
So what exactly do I need to repair the clock, aside from your expertise?
You will need a mechanism called an astrolabe. Its measurements are transferred via a gear train to the main mechanism, which sets the movement in motion with a folio and weights. Without that astrolabe, the heart of any clock, all other work is futile, and crafting one is no easy task.
I've got the heart of the clock. It sat in a burgher's house for 20 years.
Now that is good news. That gives us a foundation to build on. If it still works, of course.
I wouldn't know, but I hope so.
Next, you will need a set of weights, precisely calibrated and cast according to the old machine's designs.
I don't have the weights yet.
If we do not have the weights, we have a problem. Hopefully they are in those old designs. In any case, in the end we will need to build that folio-driven escapement ourselves. My countrymen dismantled most of it and took it away. But luckily, part of it remained. For the final stage of the repair, we will need some smithing. But more importantly, a truly skilled mechanic. Or a locksmith, if you prefer.
I thought that was you.
No. I can design it, calculate it, set it up. But the hands-on work will require someone exceptionally handy.
Well, I'm not sure about that.
Oh, you will find someone. The masters at the guild know their craft, do they not?
So what else is needed for the repair?
You said you have got the astrolabe. That is very important. Then we will need that set of weights, and a truly capable locksmith. A real master of his craft.
How'd you like living in Kuttenberg?
Honestly? At first it was not easy. I was more or less a prisoner in this town. They wanted ransom for me, dragged me around, threatened to send me to the mines. Can you imagine? Me, digging. Luckily I noticed the machines they used in the treadmills were hopelessly outdated. So I suggested an improvement. And just like that, their tune changed. Since then, they have treated me entirely differently. So I probably owe everything here to my talent. Since then, I have somewhere to live, something to do, and really, I miss nothing. Except for home. Just a little.
Thanks. I'll come back once I've got everything we need.
Va bene. Come back with that locksmith. We'll talk it all over with a roast and a bottle of good wine. I hope our new collaborator will be as remarkable a man as you.
Walking around by yourself. Awful things happen here.
Easy, good horse.
We're open. Good morning. Hey!
Hey, Ow!
Easy, good horse.
Greetings, friend. God be with you.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Did you look through those documents from your husband's estate?
Yeah, it was hellish work. So many sketches and doodles. I couldn't even tell what half of them were supposed to be. Even the parchment alone must have cost a fortune. I've no idea where the old man kept getting it.
And did you find anything that might relate to the clock?
Here's some calculations and diagrams. I don't understand much of it, but it looks like a set of weights.
Thanks. I also spoke with one of those Italians who botched the repair back then.
I heard one of them stayed behind.
He's willing to help us.
If you think he'll help, I'll leave it to you. Well now, if you need those weights cast, Eldris might be able to help. He's pretty pricey, and always up to his neck in work. But truth be told, I don't know any other founder in Kuttenberg. His workshop's just down by the stream, at the bottom of Hoprink.
must surely fall my way now. Would you like to play?
What game would you like to play?
Nice, as it should be.
Let's play.
nice and slow.
God be with you, my friend. Greetings to you as well.
Be careful. It's not safe here.
I need something cast from you.
Entschuldigung. I'd be happy to cast whatever you need. But right now, I just can't.
Why not?
We've got a contract from the town. Loads of work. The furnaces are running full tilt. Verdammte Scheiße. We don't even get to breathe. And then there is that Pushko.
Who's Pushko?
Mein Geselle. A princess. He's gone missing, and now we can't keep up. I sent him to Grund, zur Abmessung der Glocke, to measure the bell. I lent him my horse, so he'd be back quick. But he's still not returned. Seit 2 Tagen. Verdammter Kerl. And there's just no one to hire. And without people, I cannot cast a thing.
What if I went and found that apprentice of yours?
Wait a moment. Du bist der neue Meister. You're the new one at the guild. Eichner was talking about you. The capable one. You'll find Pushko for sure. Ich vertraue dir. If you find Pushko, the first thing you'll tell him is to cast whatever you want. Darauf gebe ich dir mein Wort.
Where should I look for him?
Was weiß ich? You should ask the Pfarrer in Grund. Na ja, der Priest in Grund should know. Sein Name ist Havel.
Did Pushko have anything valuable with him? Something that might make someone want to ambush him?
Valuable? Nein, das glaube ich nicht. But to me, he's valuable in himself. Er ist wertvoll, weil er Gesicht ist. He's truly very skilled.
All right, I'll go and look for him.
Gott sei Dank. Hopefully nothing's happened to him. Or meinem Pferd.
That nobleman came back. He said he's not going to let it drop. What can I see? Cleaning his noses out. I like that. We call them
it up. Quick! Go!
Whoa, whoa.
Starting to think I'd end up hanging from a tree when suddenly you showed up. Thank you.
Nah, don't mention it. I'm just glad you're all right.
All thanks to you. Take this. I would have lost a lot more if it wasn't for you. And thank you again.
You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit.
You will die for that, you bastard! A death for a death! You want to try me?
Fuck yourself. Show your stuff. You won't get me. Fuck you.
Whoa.
My God! Why are you all covered in blood? What do you want?
I'm looking for the apprentice, Pushko, from Master Founder Eldris of Kuttenberg. I heard he was supposed to stop by to measure the bell.
Aye, he was here. Came on a fine horse and did his job well. Climbed the tower and measured everything carefully. But then he went to the tavern. I warned him not to, told him he shouldn't do that. He wouldn't listen.
Why shouldn't he go to the tavern?
Because he openly said he planned to play dice. And gambling brings misfortune. It seemed to weigh on his soul a bit afterwards, because he came to confess the next morning.
And then?
Then nothing. I went about my rounds in the village as usual. I did spot him later, walking towards that long forest, stretching from the charcoal burners all the way southwest to the Wolf Mountains. He was walking slowly, on foot, and for some reason, he was carrying a rope slung over his shoulder.
You let him go?
Well, why shouldn't I have?
What if he was off to string himself up from the nearest tree with that rope?
Wait, you mean that he might have... No, surely not. He can't do that. It's against the Lord.
What exactly did he tell you?
I can't reveal that.
What? Why?
Well, essentially it was part of a confession, so I'm bound by the seal of confession.
Secrets or not, this is about someone's life. You said it was essentially part of a confession, so was it a confession or not?
Well, we were talking after he confessed. That's true.
Then you can speak freely. Him telling you what happened isn't part of the confession.
Well, you're right about that. Pushko confided in me that in the evening he was playing dice with the woodcutters camped near the Wolf Mountains. And as the beer flowed, the stakes got higher until Pushko ran out of coin. But he still wanted to keep playing, so he wagered his horse and lost.
But that wasn't his horse.
Exactly. After confession the next morning, he told me it was a serious mess. But would he really go and hang himself over it? Surely not, would he?
I'm going to find him. I just hope it's not too late.
May all the saints stand by you.
Quick!
Pushko! 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 Eldris is looking for you.
Here either.
Pushko! Damn it, Pushko, answer me! Hey!
What if he really went and hanged himself? You couldn't hang yourself from these trees anyway. I'll try a bit further in.
Pushko! Pushko! Eldris is looking for you.
No one here either.
Pushko! Answer! Nothing here. Bloody hell, where is he? He's not in this part of the woods. If he's gone and hanged himself, I'll be bloody furious. Pushko! Hey! Pushko! Answer! Nothing here. Bloody hell, where is he? Pushko! Damn it, Pushko, answer me! Hey! What if he really went and hanged himself? Pushko! 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 Hey! Eldris sent me! Life's beautiful. Don't do anything stupid. Pushko! Pushko! Hey! Pushko! Answer! Nothing here. Bloody hell, where is he? Pushko! You're Pushko?
Who are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm Henry. Eldris sent me. I needed him to cast something for me, but he says he can't manage without you. Seems you're missed in the workshop.
Jesus. But I can't go back just yet.
I get it. First, you need to get Eldris's horse back from the woodcutters.
Oh, Jesus. He lent me Bentley and I lost him. Oh, what a disgrace. I'm just a bloody fool. The biggest fool of them all, damn it. If I go back without the horse, Eldris will tear me in half. But it's really all his fault.
What do you mean?
He's always sending me to measure bells, cast maces and other stupid things. And the journey's always boring as hell. If he'd finally let me cast guns, none of this would have happened. Oh, and I don't have to deal with this mess anymore.
So what's your plan?
I'll start shouting at them to provoke them. Then I'll lure them right into a trap. When they run after me, they'll trip over the rope and smack flat on their faces. And I'll use the chance to grab the horse.
What if they don't trip over the rope?
Why wouldn't they?
Well, one of them might run a bit later and dodge it. Or they might not all come running. You're just asking for a proper hiding.
Then what am I supposed to do? Got a better idea?
When the priest told me you took a rope and headed for the woods, it looked like you were going to hang yourself.
I'd never do that. Suicides go straight to hell. I actually had this plan all figured out since last night.
Couldn't you just pay Eldris off? I mean, give him some coin.
Ha! What world do you live in? Do you know how much a horse like that costs?
I've got a bit of coin.
I can't accept that. We barely know each other. I just have to get Eldris's Bentley back, that's all.
You know what? Better let me handle the woodcutters.
You do that for me?
Yeah, I'm good with this sort of trouble.
Well, all right then. I'll wait here.
Go! I heard you won the horse in a dice game.
That's right. Seems I've already made a name for myself.
Trouble is, the horse doesn't belong to the apprentice who played for it, but to his master. He's got to give it back.
Then he shouldn't have played for it. The lads have taken a liking to him. They're learning to ride him. Beats drinking all day, right?
Look, the lad just made a stupid mistake. Don't tell me you've never done something stupid while drunk. Happens to everyone.
Sure. But why should I be the one paying for someone else's mistake?
Well, that stupid mistake could ruin his life. He'll never repay his master. They'll throw him out of the workshop. How about doing a good deed and just forgiving him? Like a merciful Christian.
Oh. Maybe I could. All right. You can take the horse. And tell that apprentice not to gamble again. Or at least not while drinking. He'll save himself a lot of grief. Hey! Come on! Get off that horse!
Here's Eldris's Bentley. Now you can go back without worry.
Oh, you saved my neck, mate. Thank you so much. Let's get out of here quick before anything else goes wrong. Will you ride with me to Eldris?
Sure. Let's go.
At least it will pass faster that way.
So I found Pushko for you. Alive, well, and with Bentley.
Pushko! Where have you been with my horse all this time? Well,
It wasn't his fault. There's a band of bandits around Grund, and they spotted him riding that fine horse. I found him in the woods, crouched in fear. He didn't know what to do. Luckily, I did. And the bandits won't be bothering Grund again.
Vielen Dank, mein Freund. I knew you wouldn't let me down, Henry. I'll make sure everyone in town hears von deiner Bereitschaft und deinem Mut.
Come again?
I'll sing your praises. Everywhere. And you'll get a lovely rabatt from me. A discount.
Now you've got your apprentice back, can we sort out the casting?
Ja, natürlich. I keep my word. Speak with Pushko. Wird es arrangieren. As always. Grüß dich.
Well, good day.
Eldris said I'm supposed to talk to you about the casting.
Yeah, figures. If you give me the drawings with clear instructions, I'll cast whatever you want. But be ready to pay through the nose. Eldris charges a lot for this sort of job. If I had my own workshop, it'd be different. After what you did for me, I'd cast it for you for free. If you ever get one, let me know. I'd gladly work for you till I'm smoking like a furnace.
I've already opened one.
Well, I'll be. What are you waiting for then? Want to keep making Eldris a fortune?
How about you come and work for me? In my workshop, you can focus on what you really want to do. What do you say?
Jesus Christ, yes! I'm in with both feet. But how do I tell Eldris? Never mind. I'll handle it somehow. Thank you, Henry. I'll pack my things and be right over. Not now, Henry.
with you.
Praise the Lord.
God bless you.
So where exactly are you from, Pushko?
Well, it's honestly a boring story. I came to Kuttenberg from Loshani, just outside Colleen. Ever since I was little, I liked chucking stuff in the fire and watching what happened. Wires, nails, bits of iron. Everything would melt and take a new shape. And you can give that molten metal a shape if you've got a mould. Isn't that brilliant?
Well, I suppose I get it.
My pa was a merchant, so he had friends and the means to send me to Eldris in Kuttenberg to learn the trade. I'll be grateful to him till the end of my days. Although, who wants to cast spells when you could be pouring something far better? Something much more dangerous.
I need you to cast weights for me.
Weights, eh? What for? It would be useful to know.
It's for the repair of the astronomical clock. I've got the designs. Any problem with that?
No, I'll take care of it like I promised. Can I see the designs?
Here you go.
That will need to be really precise. I can manage, but it'll take a bit of time, most likely a whole day. You know what? I'll get started right away and bring them to your smithy when they're done.
Come here, Henry.
Was anyone looking for me?
There was some bloke here saying you should go see the innkeeper mole.
And why didn't he come himself?
How should I know? But if he wants to talk to you, he surely has a good reason. Besides, he's your neighbour, and it's better to be on good terms with such folk, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose so. And where can I find him?
He owns that den down on the corner. They call it the Hole, and it's a den of vice and crime, God help us. Henry, duty calls.
Have there been any orders?
There have. Some fella stopped by, saying he needed a good blade forged. Said he was curious to see if the stories about you were true.
I have other work to do. I can't right now.
Then try to make it back before your customer loses interest.
I apologize.
Always. I was here first.
They say you wanted to talk to me about something.
Yeah, I did, blacksmith. And about that new smithy of yours. How's it going?
I'm trying, but it's tough. Why'd you ask?
Look, you're not entirely new here. You know Chenyek and the rat, so you already know how things work, right?
What do you mean by that?
Simply, you know this quarter doesn't exactly have the best reputation, and I wouldn't want any misunderstandings.
Stop beating around the bush. What misunderstandings?
No offence, mate, but you've got coin, and you're mingling with the bigwigs from the upper town, while the locals here live hand to mouth, and the last thing they need is the councillors poking their noses in.
And what are you suggesting, mate? You know me. I'm no fancy noble.
That's exactly why. I'd like to introduce you to a good friend of mine.
Who's it about?
A benefactor, a patron. Maybe a bit of an odd fellow, but otherwise a smart, devout man. If you want to be on good terms with the locals, you should go and see him.
Does this benefactor have a name?
He's got a name like everyone else, but that's not important. Around here, they call him the Rag Man. The locals like him. He's helped a lot of them already.
What kind of nickname is that? Is he some kind of beggar?
Oh, no. That's just what they call him because he gives food to the poor in exchange for their old ragged clothes. And he looks after them in other ways, too.
Where's that beer?
Where can I find this benefactor? Does he come here?
No, no. But I'll let him know, and he'll be waiting for you this evening at the Iron Eagle.
How will I recognize him?
He'll be sitting at the corner table wearing a fine blue hat. You won't mistake him.
All right, I'll think it over. But now I'll go.
By all means, do as you think best.
I hope someone pays for a requiem mass.
Where did I put it?
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
Greetings to you two.
Fine day for some fine wares. Come and take your pick.
Easy, good horse.
Ow! Last chance.
Fuck out. I'm telling you. Fuck that. I'm telling you, nobody gives a shit about your ribbon. You think I'm scared of you, fucker?
Henry! Good to see.
What's new in the city?
Nicht viel. If you are looking for some Geschäft, you should look elsewhere.
What do you have for sale?
Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein, mein Freund.
Wein, bitte.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a man here. They call him the Ragman?
And what do you want from him?
So you know him? Or are you him?
I won't keep you in suspense. I'm him. I've been waiting for you, Master Blacksmith. I wanted to talk to you about a few things.
What's this about?
Sit down and make yourself comfortable. I'll explain everything right away. You know, setting up that smithy was a good idea. I like when someone has the courage to follow their dreams. The future belongs to those who believe in their dreams. You just mustn't underestimate the raw reality. You've settled in a quarter full of outcasts and poor folk who haven't been as lucky as you.
I understand. Mole already hinted at something. Are you trying to warn me? Is there some threat?
No, nothing's happened. Not yet.
Not yet?
Look, I know you're trying to please the guild. That's good. But you mustn't forget your neighbors either. As they say, the shirt is closer to the skin than the coat. If you help those poor folk, and I don't mean with coin, but by pulling them out of the shit, they won't give you trouble later. And they might even come to like you. Understand, we're talking about people here who are at rock bottom. But the town belongs to them just as much as to those at the top. And maybe even more.
I get it, but I've already heard this from Chenyek. You know him, right?
Chenyek's a rebel. He means well, but in the end he'll get burned. There are better ways.
You give people food in exchange for old rags. You think that's clever?
My goal is to give the worthless a new purpose. And believe me, I'm not doing it in vain. One day, when we know each other better, I'll share my secret with you.
But what do you need from me right now?
Me, personally? Nothing. A gifted artist has got into trouble, and without our help, it'll crush him. And it would be a damned shame to waste his sculpting talent. If you help him, it will be a fine start to our further cooperation. What do you say?
So tell me, what happened to him?
He was just unlucky. Young Damien is an example of how easily an honest man can slip.
Didn't you say he's an artist?
Yes, he recently came to the city to create a calvary for the Kuttenberg Mint. Truly a beautiful piece. And that's precisely the trouble. He can't finish it. But he also knows if he fails, he'll be reduced to beggary. And desperation leads to desperate acts.
Did he get mixed up with the underworld?
Almost. He wanted to hire old Volf to rob Adam Velvar, with who he was lodging. You see, Velvar has a very pretty wife, who he guards jealously. He accused Damien of seducing her and nearly strangled him. Imagine, the lad had to jump out of the window to get away.
Really?
Luckily, he survived, but he left all his belongings behind. And now, without them, he can't finish his commission.
And did he do it? Did he seduce the woman?
I don't know. But what I do know is that Velvar goes to a dodgy bathhouse girl, so he's hardly one to preach about morals. And Damien surely doesn't deserve to have the suspicions of one jealous husband ruin his promising future.
He should go to confession.
That was the condition I gave him, and he's already fulfilled it. Now it's up to us to get back his things and help him finish the work.
What do you suggest?
We'll divide the work. You'll go to Velvar's for Damien's things, and I'll handle the rest.
How am I supposed to do it?
At night, it'll be easier. But during the day, you can have a word with Velvar, and no one will suspect you.
What if it doesn't work?
Don't worry. I've got good connections. I'll make sure you're covered. Just be careful, no one gets hurt.
All right. I'll help that poor fellow. Sum up what needs to be done?
The townsman Adam Velvar threw the sculptor Damien out of his house, but his tools, and especially his drawings, were left behind. You should find everything on the upper floor of the house, in the large room with windows facing the street. If you manage to get them, bring the things to Mole. He'll know what to do next.
Is that all? Will that be the end of it?
That's up to you. I try to help where it makes sense. You'll have to decide for yourself if it makes sense to you.
And if it does?
Then I'll leave you a message with the innkeeper, and I'll trust I wasn't wrong about you, friend.
Careful!
God grant you health. You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
Greetings.
Good day.
Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Easy, good horse. Slowly. Nice and slow. Whoa, whoa.
Are we going to have gruel again tonight?
I don't know yet. I'll have to see.
Greetings, my friend.
I brought the sculptor's tools and sketches for Damien.
Damn, you're good. And you even know the lad tried to rob me?
No, I didn't know.
He was damn lucky I didn't break his thieving hands right then.
Then he wouldn't be sculpting much anymore.
Yeah. But he's a good lad. It'd be a shame to waste him on thievery. Thanks to you, maybe he's got a better future ahead.
My pleasure. Here are his sketches. And I also found some sculptor's tools there. I think they're his. There was also some coin, and this old trinket.
Damn, blacksmith. You're a proper honest man. A real saint in a lion's den. But of course, that does you credit. All respect. You can help someone in need. I value that, and I certainly won't keep it to myself. The locals will hear you're a good man.
Thanks. Did the ragman leave me any more messages?
Not yet, but I'll let you know when something comes up. God be with you.